This is Radio Play ZN, and earlier we told you about this gentleman who I said, I'm not angry, I'm just confused. I'm just confused at what's going on here. He is the director of sport at Northlands Primary School, and he's going to be running from Port Edward to the Kosi Bay, Mozambican border. That is just over 600 kilometers in but 15 days. So essentially, we're looking at a marathon a day for 2 weeks straight along our very beautiful coastline. But still, who has knees that can do this? Well, his name is Gavin Skevington. Gav, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. Good to be here.
We are very excited to have you here. I think what you're doing is remarkable and also a little bit...
Not just a little bit.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Because I was like, what is even happening here? So first of all, are you a runner? Like, that's your thing. Everyone's got their thing. Are you someone, have you done Comrades and Two Oceans and all of these things?
No. I run a little bit, but not like that. I don't run Comrades. I haven't done Two Oceans. So
what is your longest run?
21.
And now you're about to embark on a how much?
15 marathons, 15 days. So, the shortest distance is 37 Ks in one day, and the longest is 51.
All right, Gav.
Yeah.
What are you running from? Joking, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's just go back to how this came about, because I also love the fact that it's not just for one charity, but you've got 5 different charities here, if I'm correct. It's the Childhood Cancer Foundation of South Africa, Sitanda Upliftment Projects, Paw Prints, Project Rhino, and the Jess Ford Foundation. So you're looking in essence for raising about R250,000 to split it into 50,000 Rand per one of these foundations.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, it is really what you're doing is remarkable for remarkable causes. How did you get to this point? What is that made you decide that you were going to do something?
Besides a lot of insanity, I'll try to reduce the story quite a lot.
You don't have to reduce anything. I've got time.
A while back, I was taking a walk to the park with my dog, and on the way, 3 different points in the space of a kilometer, there were 3 homeless guys looking for somewhere to sleep. And it just dawned on me by the time I got to the park, there's got to be something more. You've got to do something more. But the problem is, and I think a lot of people face this, is where do you start?
Yeah.
You can't save everyone, you can't save everything. So where do you start? And I didn't really know where to start from there. And a guy, Gordon Reed,
yes, Gord, yeah.
Very well known in the community. He was a parent at the school I was working at the time, and we had a chat, and he got me in touch with someone from CHOC. And that was the first charity that I worked with. So it grew from swimming a mid-mile to walking up Sani in a cow suit. And there are pictures out on the internet there somewhere.
We have definitely seen some cow suit pictures of a Sani walk. Was that you?
I was one of quite a few, yeah.
Wow.
So, it was really, really epic. I've run 10K along the coastline here in a cow suit. That's not advisable. It's quite hot.
Yes.
And after doing that for about 10 years, I don't want to sound horrible about the charities and that, but it gets a bit stale doing the same thing, swimming a mile every year. People sort of lose interest in
100%.
In supporting. So just before COVID, I don't know how, but this idea hatched in my brain, and it started sort of evolving, and then COVID hit and everything just got shelved.
Of course.
I'm not getting any younger, so beginning of last year, I decided, no, I've got to do this now. And there's so many charities, there's so many people that need, there's so many organizations that are desperate for help. So it took a while to whittle down to the 5 that I wanted. And that's where we get to today. Any
particular reason why these 5 hit you in your heartstrings? I mean, every single charity deserves, some sort of a shout out. You're not just doing it for 1 or 2. I mean, this is for 5. So really, it's amazing. But these 5 specifically, Jess Ford Foundation, Project Rhino, Paw Prints, Sitanda, and Childhood Cancer Foundation, just the ones that kind of stuck out to you, or do you have a specific story about any of them?
Yeah, most people ask if I've got a story or if I've been directly affected by anything that any of these organizations stand for. I haven't. For me, thankfully, but I just think I'm really in awe of what they're doing. Some of them work around the clock. I think of Paw Prints, for example. They literally work around the clock, rescuing pooches around the province and just rehoming. They do amazing work with them. We actually going up on Sunday to go and adopt one. So
really,
yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, so we'll have two fur kids.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so. I spent some time with some of them, and I'm just really in awe with what they're doing. And these people pour their heart and soul into these organizations. So, they're areas that I believe need support, and these are the 5 that just stuck out to me.
All right, but now, Skevington, sir, I need to ask this. 600 kilometers, beside what the toll your body might take, because I saw, it gave me your age here, so we're in a similar age group. You're about a year or 2 younger than me, but I don't know how my knees will handle that. So before we get to the toll it's going to take on your body, it must be a remarkable amount of preparation to get, do you have to get the okay from Metro Police? Are you going to be running roads? What happens where you stay? How many seconders are there? How big is the team working with you? Because this is not just like a start and stop. You really have to have a whole process. These 15 days are going to be non-stop. How are you doing this?
Okay, so just to clarify, it's not 600 Ks anymore. It's 595 kilometers direct.
Oh no! Well then, I could do it.
No, that's if you go direct. I can't go direct because that's the N2. You can't exactly run on the N2, so it's closer to 650 now.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Okay, wait. Did you say 615 or 650?
650.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, still in 15 days, or are you making it longer?
15 days. No, still in 15 days. It's got to fit into the school holidays and give me a little bit of time to recover before I get back to work, because this is all of my leave. So I'm looking at some very perplexed people here.
Yeah, I'm sorry that my face is not it's not covering my feelings better. But
most people look at me like that, so you fit right in. It's quite a massive undertaking. So every day I'm going to run a certain distance, and wherever I stop, the ideal situation is that there's accommodation nearby, so that the next morning I've got to get up early, go through a routine, stretching, just getting myself mentally prepared, eating right and everything like that before getting to the start point. So I don't want to be driving far. So wherever I am, more or less, I'm looking for accommodation. And while I've been at this admin for quite some time, there's still quite a lot of blanks. I've got a number of seconders that are keen, but they haven't 100% confirmed. It'll change every day. So there are different people, and I understand everyone's got to go about their job and that. So there are seconders, there are some places that are willing to put me up for accommodation, but there are still spots available. So if anyone wants to get on board, they can.
Well, definitely. So how does, just to jump in here, if someone is in those areas and is like, hey, while you're running this area, I would love to second you, and I know this great B&B that can house you and whoever else, how do we find out where you're sorted, where the blanks are? How do we, help you also find safe spaces to stay? Like, how do we get involved?
So the easiest thing is you can follow me on my Instagram page, Run the Coast 2026, or you can just drop me an email, info@runthecoast.co.za, and people can just ask questions there. They can interact. I'm pretty quick to respond wherever I can. And if they want to second me in an area, I don't mind more than one person. They've just got to be very, very willing to drive really, really slowly.
And what does seconding entail?
It'll be fetching me in the morning from the accommodation, getting me to start point, and the start point is literally the last place I stopped the day before, and then just following me for the duration of that day, and then getting me to the next accommodation point. It's also things like handing out waters.
I was going to say, and for your snacks and whatnot, this is where Jono's going to be, his interest will be piqued here. We say snacks. What kinds of snacks are you hoping to have on your run? Like, what is the thing that fuels you while you're running? How much liquid? What liquid? I'm just so intrigued.
Yeah, I've got a whole list, not on me at the moment, but simple things like water, but then you also got to get your electrolytes more at the end. I'm trying not to throw any company names at you, but I'm chatting to a company who are interested in maybe giving me a chocolate milk kind of supplement at the end. Not confirmed, but those kind of things. So along the route, those race bars and all kinds of food.
We must see if Well I Am maybe will also jump in. The Well I Am brand? They've got SportRx and a whole bunch of different brands underneath them.
I'd love that if they would.
Well, of course. You know what? It's worth a try to ask, because what you're doing is remarkable. Yeah. Obviously, we need to be finding you also accommodation all the way from that south coast through to the north. Have you had to get an okay from a municipality or from police or anything for your route, or are you just like a casual runner?
I'm hoping you didn't ask that on air.
No, we can also help you with that.
No, I haven't got the okay from anyone. So I've done sections of the run already. I've driven it. Just you got to know where you're running.
Yeah.
And some of it's very interesting, but Most of the places, it's running back roads. So it's not a section where there needs to be any police influence. There's one or two sections where I wouldn't mind some police influence, but along the way, if there's anyone that wants to, when people are following, they can just stick behind me. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
We are on the road, on the side roads, as I said, not on the main road. So I'm not running on the N2.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stick onto the smaller roads. That's why it's added kilometres.
50 kilometres.
Yeah.
But Gav, how do you train for something like this? Because I presume you haven't done even 21 Ks 4 or 5 days in a row, or have you?
No, that's more or less this month's training. I've done some distances since I've started, and I've just got to pick up the kilometres now. It's just about consistency. So the last 2 days did a couple of runs, and I've got to run this evening after work. It's just also about getting the running time in.
Do you know how many kilometres you've run since you started training? Are you counting it?
I could go back on Strava, but no, I don't sometimes I forget to Strava, or I just don't Strava just to run to clear the head.
Okay, look, I don't know how to say this, and I know I'm not your real mom, but you don't sound as prepared as I need you to sound, because this is a massive undertaking. Will you still finish it if you have to walk 1 or 2 of the days?
I'll finish it if I have to crawl.
So, but what I mean is time-wise, you've got enough time in the day that even if you walk the 30 kilometers, you don't have to run every day, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So a lot of people say to me, have I done the comrades? Because that's good training. I think comrade runners are a bit insane, because that's double the amount of time, or double the amount of distance in a certain time. And they've got a cut off, so they have to push themselves. I don't have to push myself for a time frame. So I've got the entire day. That's a nice thing. So I can stop and chat to people on the way. I can more likely stop and catch my breath.
Do you have someone traveling with you that can do like a sports massage or?
No, I've been very fortunate. I've had a couple of companies come and chat to me, but unfortunately nothing's come about it. But very fortunate, Northwood High School. I know some people there, and they're giving me those compression boots that I'll be using every day. So they've jumped on board, and I've been very supportive with that.
And now you're going to be running with your phone. You're going to be going live while you do this. Like from a content perspective, are you going to have to now worry about covering this as well for your Insta and your Facebook, or do you have someone helping with that?
I'm hoping the second will help with that, but I'll also do a little bit along the way as well. There are a few people who've asked if they can run with me, Gorge Reed being one of them.
Nice.
There's a few people who want to run a little section with me here and there, and I'm sure they'll assist with that. I'm not a massive social media expert, but I'm learning as we go. Yeah.
What you're doing is remarkable. It really is remarkable. And you said now people are able to join you for some of the runs. So I guess we can be watching you while you are live. You started when in school holidays. So what date is it that you begin?
I first set off on Sunday, 28th of June.
Okay.
Nice and early.
Yeah.
Aiming for between 5 and 5:30 in the morning.
And so when they could possibly find out where you stopped the night before so that they could come and join you the next day to run a couple kilometers with you, just to bring the gears. Are you open to that, or do you just kind of want to be a man alone?
No, I'm open to anything on the run. If I'm honest, I'm making this up as I go, as I'm sure you can tell. So I'm open to people having a run. I'm prepared. I run with music. Some days I run without music just to prepare myself mentally for some silence and solitude. But I've run with some people. Every now and then I join a road race, and there's people around, and you chat to people. So you get the best of both worlds. That's the idea for the training. So I'm happy with people if they want to come and run. I can't be responsible for them.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be trying to look for oxygen along the way. So I can't look after them, but if they want to come and join me, run a kilometre, run 10 kilometres and do it really slowly, then they're welcome to join me. Worst
case scenario, and we always have to ask what could go wrong. Worst case scenario, one day you're really not feeling it. Tummy bug, or something's up that you just today need a break. Have you made time that if you need to break a day, you can break a day and still finish it?
I do have a backup plan, but I'm really hoping not to go to that. I'm quite stubborn, so I'm hoping that I do push through.
Okay, but look, it's prepare for the worst, expect the best.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, listen. We've got Gavin Skevington with us. This is what we need to do, and we'll put this out as well on the socials after this interview. We need to make sure that between Port Edward we begin.
Port Edward, yeah.
From Port Edward to Kosi Bay, we need to find accommodation every single night. We're not quite sure yet whereabouts, but let's say possibly around 20 to 30 Ks along the route, right? So that's as far as you're going to be running or walking every day?
Preferably within 10 kilometres of the finishing point.
Yes.
It gets a little bit tricky when I get to the northern sections because there's really nothing up there. So I will have to travel a little bit when I get up to northern KZN. But so we're looking for accommodation. I'm also looking for day sponsors, and the biggest thing for me, the idea was that companies come on board and they purchase a day, and a day costs them 2,500 Rand minimum. That goes straight to the charity on that day.
Oh, wow.
So I don't see anything, and that's one of the ways we're making the money. And then over and above that, anything they can do to support. So if they're a medical company, they can give me medical stuff. Fantastic. If they're a clothing company, I've had a couple of clothing companies that are almost signed on. I've actually banked there 2 days for the one company.
Oh, brilliant. And the shoes you're running in, are you already running in them, or are you going to be running in new shoes?
So a big shout out to Puma. I saw you chatting about Puma the other day.
Yes.
When I first broke the story, it hit North Glen News, and one of the ladies, Jolene from Puma, she just asked if she could come visit me, and at the time I thought it was just a case of chatting about what we could do.
Yeah.
And she rocked up with 2 boxes of running shoes.
Oh man, amazing.
Vastly more improved than what I was running in. The pair of shoes I was running in was about 5 or 6 years old, and that doesn't help. So she gave me 2 brand new pairs of shoes, some of the kits as well. So,
that's excellent. Okay, so we definitely still need to find some seconders. If you have it in you, the inclination to run a kilometer, 5Ks, 10Ks, 15Ks along the route as well. And then when you get to the end, when you get to the end and you make that 250,000 Rand, what does the last day look like for you? Beside being absolutely shattered, I'm sure. Are you going to be staying up that side? Are you crossing over to Mozambique for a little holiday? What's going to happen?
Yeah.
Straight to school.
No,
back to work.
I've got a week. But just going to spend maybe another extra nights up there recovering and relaxing. I don't know if I can say this on air, but
anything you want.
Anything I want. That's very, very dangerous. I haven't had any alcohol since the 1st of October in preparation for this. So the first thing I'm doing is cracking open a beer when I get there.
Beer time. So that's what we also need. Someone to sponsor this man a beer. And he's going to be a cheap date, so he doesn't need a whole bunch. He just probably need 2.
Might just have half a beer. And
exactly.
Beer, so.
Listen, we are so excited for you, and thank you for what you are doing. As the everyday man and woman, we can get involved just by a normal donation, I presume.
Yeah, so there's a website, Run the Coast website. If you get on there, you can find the 5 different charities. There's links, and you can donate directly to them.
Okay.
Some people don't like to do the links, so they send the money to me. But if possible, I prefer go straight to the charities.
Oh, so would you prefer that we choose the charity that we donate to? We can't just donate to you and then you can split it.
That's fine as well.
Okay.
I'm happy to do that. So it's a bit of a mix and match. So some people go directly.
I was about to say, because it's also really good because some people, the rhinos are super close to their heart. They want to go straight there. For some people, it's the paws. So that's great that you've got those options. And even better if someone wants to give you a 500 and you can just spread it out.
Yeah.
However you want to. Listen, well done.
Thank you.
You un poco crazy, un poco loco, but that's Durban for you.
Yeah.
We're very excited to make this happen. Please keep in touch. We want to make sure that we get every single thing done before you start, Skevington. Look at me. Before you start. We want these things to be sorted out, all right?
Yeah.
Please keep in touch. And if you need anything else, just come back to us. We will make sure that we do everything we can to make sure that every box is ticked before you take on this major 650-kilometer run.
Yeah. No, thank you very much. And I really appreciate the time and helping me grow this.
Of course.
So people must just follow me on Instagram, and we'll grow the word like that.
And you see, you don't have to be so nervous. See how chill this was?
I'm still nervous.
It's Radio Plays it in 26 minutes after 8. We'll play a song, then come back with our news and our traffic. Thank you so much, Mr. Skevington. Good luck.